G'day and welcome to Wine Week. I'm Danny.
And I'm Brad.
And this week we're going to do a bit of a food special, a bit of a food theme.
Yeah, look, we thought we'd match 3 different wines with 3 different types of sort of fast food. If you're in a hurry, you need something on the go, what can you go with?
Yeah, now look, there's many a website out there that'll tell you what to match with lobster thermidor, or what the wine list is at El Bulli or the French Laundry. But hey, what do you do with fast food? Look, the first one we're going to look at, a perfect fast food, is pizza. People all over the world love pizza. It is a great meal, and we all do it far too regularly, maybe. And look, this one I'm going to have a look at is the Coriol Sangiovese. Now, obviously, Sangiovese, an Italian grape varietal, perfect with pizza. Now, pizza is a little bit difficult to match up with wine in only one regard, in that there's so many different sorts of pizzas. So what we're talking about here is something that go perfectly with, say, a Neapolitan pizza, a Roma pizza, margherita, something like that. Tomato-based cheese, the fairly basic sort of toppings that you'll find on pizza. And this goes perfectly. It's got some spice on the back palate so that it cuts through nicely when you're going to have maybe pepperoni on the top as well. But at the same time, it's got a reasonable amount of tannin in there to cut through the fat. Brad will talk more about that when we get to the Bobby Burns. But this is a beauty. Spicy, lively, goes beautifully with pizza. So this Friday night, if that's what you're doing, hook into the Coriol Sangiovese. That's a beaut, and under $20.
Yeah, less than $20. And Coriol, I've been doing Sangiovese for quite a long time. They're really good at it. Now, so I'm going to move along and match up something with a burger. Now, we all like a burger. Some of us like different sorts of burgers. And there are now, these days, some good gourmet burger places out there. So, you can actually get some good stuff. So we thought we'd go with a Shiraz. Reason being here, Shiraz in general will be more full-bodied, more tannins, which will cut through some of the fat that you will get in your burgers, unfortunately. So this one we've picked out here is the Campbell's Bobby Burns Shiraz. Now, Campbell's up in Rutherglen. Now, we've looked at a number of wines from Rutherglen, but a lot of them have been fortified, and that's because that's what they're world-renowned for. But because they get their grapes so nice and ripe up there, it's pretty good weather for growing Shiraz as well. So here's an example of a Shiraz, and again, great thing priced, less than $20. In fact, we actually managed to pick this up for about $16.50, which was remarkable. This is the 06, a terrific vintage for them. The Bobby Burns goes from strength to strength, and matched up with a burger, it's going to really cut through that sort of the fattiness there, and bite of one and a mouthful of the other, and it'll go down nicely.
Yeah, because you just can't have a soft, light red to go with food that's got a fair bit of fat in it. It just won't match up. You need to have something that's got some tannins behind it, some backbone, some guts to deal with what you're going to be having as the food.
Yeah, so you wouldn't put a Pinot with it, for example.
No, bad idea. Look, last one we're going to have a look at matches up beautifully with fish and chips, that Aussie/English institution, fish and chips on a beach during summer. Now, once again, there's a reasonable amount of fat. Even if you're getting your fish grilled, you're probably going to be having some chips. There's some fat content there. Now, white wine doesn't have tannins in it, really. There are occasionally some that might have just a hint of it in there, but the way to deal with that without tannins is acid. And in this case, the Pike's Traditional Riesling. This is the 2007, an absolute ripper year after year, the Pikes, and this one we picked up under $15. That is a bargain, a ripper bargain, and something that you'd probably grab half a dozen of at that sort of price. But as we say, it's got some acid in front there so that you can help cut through the fat, so that you get the flavour of the wine and the flavour of the fish and the food that you're dealing with at the same time, so that it doesn't just all get to be a big washout. Those big oaky Chardonnays of several years ago just don't go with fish and chips. Something like this, the Riesling, with a bit of acid behind it, going to be beautiful, and the Pike's a perfect one to go for.
Yeah, Pike's Clare Valley Riesling, fantastic year after year.
Yeah, so if you're doing fast food, junk food may we call it, this week, have a go at these. They'll match up beautifully.
Yep, and we'll see you again next week on Wine Week.
See you then.